Hello everyone, welcome to Cloud Station again. So today in this video we are going to see about Terraform count meta argument. Okay, so we are going to see that the count variable, so count option, like which is a meta argument. Then we are going to create with the same code multiple times. This is just kind of a loop, right? Like so we are going to loop it up and with the resources, and we are going to create multiple resources with the same code. Okay, so that is called count meta argument. We're going to see how the count meta argument is going to be working for us. Okay, so in order to see this, we are going to see some kind of a demo for this session, and I'm going to Visual Studio for now. Now, as you can see here, I have one simple resource, which is AWS instance creation, which is AWS instance web. Okay, for that, I wanted to create, I'm going to do a Terraform plan now to see. Um, so what is the output? Okay, so now as you can see here, Terraform will be creating, AWS instance will be created, so will be, it's going to create only one instance. Okay, instance is going to be only one, so this is going to be this one. So now, so the plan one to add, right? Like, so there are one to add, zero to destroy, nothing. So now if you want to add multiple instances with the same time, for example, I wanted to create two more instances, so with the same code. Okay, but if you want to, if, what you also, you can also do, something like this one, right? If you want to create a two instances, you can also copy this one and then paste it like this one. Okay, you can just give the instance web one, something like this, and you can just see the Terraform plan again. Okay, it's going to work. Okay, but what happened, okay, so now it's going to be creating two variables. Okay, so two instances. This is one instance will be instance web one, and then instance web will be creating. So what I'm going to change this name to web only. I'm going to give web, and so now the both resources are having the same kind of a name. So what is the, will it going to work? Let's see if it is working or not. So now it's not working, right? Like the duplicate resource AWS instance configuration. So please remember, guys, whenever you are working on Terraform, okay, so instance the resource name, so name of the resources, and this, so this name of the resources should be different. Okay, so we'll see all this kind of variables and everything in the later classes, how this has been defined. And for now I'm going to give some different name. Okay, so now it's going to work. Okay, so now it's going to be working, like it's telling that two to add, plan two to add, and then zero to destroy, and zero to change. Now as you can see here, so instance web will be creating, and instance web will be creating now, right? So now what happens, what we can do is that, so if you wanted to create, if you want to create instances with the same resources, for example, I don't wanted to have I don't wanted to create a instance with the two resources. I wanted to create two instances with the only one, this resource itself. Is it possible? So let's consider that how far it is possible. Okay, so if you wanted to create two instances, what you have to do is that we have to give the count equal to 2. Okay, so now I'm just going to give count equal to 2, and but I'm not changing these tags. The name of the instance is going to be the same, right? Like, so the name of the instance will be kind of the same. For example, I'm going to log into my AWS console. I'm going to show you, so I'm going to show you how is this how is this console is going to be. Okay, so this is the VPC dashboard. I'm going to show you kind of I'm going to EC2, and I can see, so in the North Virginia. Okay, I'm going to see, like, I think I've set it up for a Mumbai region. So how do you find out that, so which region you have mentioned for this one? So you can go here, you can see this one. Okay, AP South 1 is what my default region, which I've set it for this one. So I think we already discussed this in the previous sessions. Okay, so in the Mumbai region, you can see I don't see any kind of instances running. Okay, so I don't see any kind of instances. Now I want to create these two instances. I mean, I want to create this instance, right? Like the count is going to be 2. So the Terraform plan, I'm going to be Terraform plan now. As you can see, the Terraform plan will be showing, two instances will be creating. Okay, so the instance web 01, as you can see here, whenever we're adding a count, it's going to be adding a list. So the count is nothing but the list of, so list of your instances, will be added. So previously, if you can see previously, so you'll be creating as a new resource. Okay, so you'll be creating as a AWS instance web. So there is no list here. Now, if you can do Terraform, instance web, so it's giving me the first instance, something like this one, right? So now so as you can see here, it's going to be adding as a list, so it's kind of list of one, so list of 0 is going to be the first instance, list of 1 is going to be as my second instance. Okay, so let's try to do we can just do apply. But as you can see here, so both images having the same name. Okay, if you deploy, both instances will be having the same name. So do you think build is going to be working, or is it going to cause kind of a conflicts, errors or something like that? So what do you think, guys? So you can just think and let me know, like, so how will this gonna work? So basically, as part of Terraform, so and the AWS, if you can give the same name for the both instances, that's not going to cause any kind of issues. Okay, so we are going to see Terraform apply now. So as you can see, Terraform apply. Okay, so I'm just going to give a yes for the Terraform apply. So it's going to be creating a two instances. Okay, so Terraform web, one and two is creating. Okay, good. And let's see, let's go and refresh it here. It's going to be creating. Okay, but as you can see, so both instances having the same name. So do you wonder, so how it's possible we can have both instances with the same name? So that is how it works, guys. So whenever you're having a creating instances, so the instance creation completed. But as you can see, the AWS instances will be differentiated using that instance ID. Okay, so whichever the instance ID, whatever you're going to create, that will be different. Okay, but it doesn't cause any kind of issues. Okay, now as you can see, so it's got created, right? Now I don't want both the images to be having the same kind of a name. Okay, because it's just causing me a problem. Okay, how to delete this? I want to delete this one. I'm going to create the two instances with the different names. So now if I want to delete it, I want to do a Terraform destroy. Or okay, so let's have a clean installation. Okay, so Terraform destroy. So it's just refreshing stage is going to be destroying my two more couple of these instances. Okay. Now, if you don't want both the machines to be having the same name, okay. So what I have to do? We need to change this name. Okay. But we have only one single name. How are we going to change this name to be having two different two different instance names? Okay, so as you can see here, it's still destroying. Let's see, let's make sure that this destroying is done. Okay, so it just disappear. Okay, so as you can see here is running instances. There are 4 instances running. Okay, this has been created previously, but if you can search for running, okay, so running instances nothing. All right. Okay, so now as you can see here, right, now as you can see here, if you can go back to your console, and restriction completed after 41 seconds of a time. So now if you want to give some kind of different names, okay, so if you can give one or two or something like this, so it's going to be picking up the same thing. So we need to be having that based on this count index, how much of the count index we need to be making sure that it has to be creating based on the count index. Okay, so now if you can go here, so if you want to make it like, the syntax should be like dollar double quotes and count dot index. Okay, so this is the syntax. So guys, whenever you're having a count variable, and you have to be having the count dot index. Okay, so to be able to pick it up from here, so now if you can go and see, okay, so previously we have seen that, so both the instances will be having the same cloud institution name. Now today in this session we are going to learn something new, which is count dot index. Okay, so what's going to be having is that, the what is the count index for a first instance, and counts what is the count index for the second instance. So if you Terraform plan again, okay, so the plan is successful. Okay, so now if you can see that Terraform count index of web is going to be 0. Okay, so now you can see that Terraform, if you can see the tags, so it's going to be cloud institution 0 is what it's telling. Okay, so what I can also do something like this one, right? Like something like this. So which will create a, it will create something like enough a unique name, like so Terraform underscore 1 is going to be a count index, and cloud institution underscore 1 and cloud underscore 0. Okay, so cloud institution hyphen 0. So the first instance will be having the name of cloud institution hyphen 0, and second instance will be having the name of cloud institution hyphen 1. Okay, so now if you can deploy, so how you deploy, um, how you can just apply. Okay, so give yes. Okay, the instance is creating. Okay, still creating. Let's go and refresh this console for the running instances. See, as you can see, the cloud institution 0 and cloud institution 1, both instances are creating, right? So this is how, so this is how you'll be creating the instance using the Terraform AWS instance, so I mean AWS instance count index, right? So it's a meta argument, whereas if you want to create 2 or 3 more instances, Slow is going to be creating. For example, if I want to do 4 instances, if I do a Terraform plan again, what's going to be, sorry, okay, I don't want to apply, but I can just show you the Terraform plan, how it looks like, right? So that is going to be like adding up 2 more instances, just to make sure that I just do Terraform plan first, and to see what is going to be the complete output. So we have already created two more instances. So what's going to be doing is that it's going to be creating a 2 more instances. It'll be showing it here. Okay, it's taking a while. It's taking some time. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now it's done. Now, as you can see here, so Terraform is going to be refreshing state. So for the web 1 and web 0, but it's going to be creating web 2 and web 3. Okay, so here we'll be having a cloud institution 3 and cloud institution 2. Okay, the count index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so, that's how it is going to be as a list, right? So now it will be creating 2 more instances for you. Okay, likewise you can just add 100 instances or 200 instances as much as you can. Okay, so this is what called count index. Okay, so that's all guys from this video. Hope you like this video. I think I believe that this video was very helpful for you. Please subscribe to our channel if you like this video, and to see more videos like this. Okay, thank you.